Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while. it's been a hot minute, and I've got some stuff that I just want to say. Really, I want to get some things off my chest. I want to get, hopefully get some weight off my shoulders, because this year's been crap, and mentally I've had a difficult year. I don't know if any of you guys follow the Gaming Lemon, but he did a video recently which kind of struck a chord with me and got me thinking, yeah, I'd quite like to do a video like this, just talking to you guys about me and about why I've been so quiet. I want to talk about, the Discord community, about why I've been quiet on there, and Twitch. I'll try and cover all of that in this video. I've scripted very little for this. I've just got bullet points, and I've got a paragraph of things that I want to say in a few moments' time. But yeah, so let's go back a bit. But before we start, so for most of you guys, I'd imagine you probably started following me around the time of GTA Top Gear. You may have even started following me as of recently with Twitch. But if you're an old school fan of this channel, that means a lot to me. I want to say this now. I wouldn't be where I am now if it weren't for you guys. You just, whether you're new or an old time follower or subscriber of this channel, if you've stuck around this long, you've helped me out, man. You've got me to where I am now as an individual to some degree, and I'm forever grateful of that. Sorry, I've tried recording this video a few times now. I started with a webcam, but I had a bit of a cry, so I thought it'd be best not to record face cam, so I'm just doing audio for this one, sorry. Right, so yeah, thank you. I want to start off by saying, if you're still here, thank you for everything you've given me. It's been a tricky year, and let's just talk about the beginning. So I watched the Gaming Lemons video, and I saw a few things that he mentioned. I listened to a few things that he mentioned, and it struck a chord with me. Mainly in the mental side of things. I've never really spoken much about my mental health here on YouTube. I'm not the best advocate for talking about it, but I've watched a few podcasts recently, and I watched one with Chris Harris where he was talking a bit more openly about his mental health, and it got me thinking, maybe I should do the same, because I've got an audience, I've got you guys, and no matter how big or small your audience is, I feel like talking about mental health is something that needs to be done. It needs to be normalized, because it's important to talk about these things. Now, back at the beginning of the year when, Mr. Man ate a bat and the virus started to spread, back in around March, the UK was put into a lockdown. Now, this meant I was furloughed and I was off work. So I thought this could be a good time to kind of reinvent myself, learn a new skill, so I started streaming. And during that time, we had a blast, I'd like to say. If any of you guys from the Discord, from the Twitch community are watching me, or listening to this video now, GTA Golf Caddy Racing, great fun. We did the F1 races where I shaved off all my hair for charity. We raised over like 300 quid. Brilliant stuff. And I can look back on that and be happy that, when one day in the future I can say, in 2020, yeah, I did something for about 3 months, and then it kind of died down. Now, this is where I didn't want to open up about my mental health battle, because the world was a weird place. A lot of people were struggling, and I'm very grateful. I'm in a very fortunate situation where I want to firstly thank my girlfriend Tash. If you're watching this, you're amazing. Thank you. she's been a solid rock helping me through this year, and just in general. She's wonderful, and I want to thank again you guys for, you know, being here for me as an audience, watching these videos and streams. And this is where an issue sort of lies, because I'm very much an introverted extrovert. I sometimes I will be the most introverted person. I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to go outside. Other times I'll be the most adventurous bastard who will happily take on a challenge and just smash on with it, you know. So with Twitch now growing, Mr. Sam helped me set up a Discord, which would have been, which was going to be the, you know, a way for me to communicate more with fans, you know, talk about upcoming content, ideas for streams, and it was going well. But eventually, I got a bit overwhelmed with the vast majority of people that that were joining, which is weird, obviously, because as a content creator, your audience are the sole reason how you thrive and survive. But I do this as a hobby, and you know, a community is great. But I think running a community, that was interesting. Now, I don't want to delve too much into why I've been quiet on Discord. If the Discord folk are watching this right now, hello, I'm sorry. I will explain briefly, because I don't want to go, you know, into too much detail. But there was simply two factors as to why I've been quiet with the Discord. One was that a certain individual caused a bit of a divide in the community. And in hindsight, I should have banned them ages ago. They caused a lot of trouble. And secondly is, when you've got a group of people in a community and they're either talking about you or want to talk to you, for me, I found that incredibly overwhelming. Just constantly, you know, being almost like the epicenter of attention. That was a lot for me, so I had to step away. Thankfully, these issues, you know, they have been resolved because I just simply took a step back. So yeah, for those in the Discord, I do apologise, because the community that we built, you guys built, is wicked. It's wonderful, and I'm happy to constantly be in the shadows, lurking, seeing you guys chatting about stuff. About how Pastor Maldonado should be given a knighthood and stuff. You know, James made cheese memes. I love them. And I just apologize. I want to apologise myself. It's just, you know, as I mentioned, as an introverted extrovert, everything got a bit too much for me. Anything from just simple comments, just, you know, just, I don't mind being the butt of the joke. But when you've got tens of, almost hundreds of comments constantly taking the piss, it can get a bit much for the old noggin, especially when you've got when you've got a brain that's not working at 100% mental health capacity. But yes, I just want to apologise for being quiet on there, and Twitch as well. You know, just, it gets a lot. It gets a bit too much. And speaking of social media, you know, with Twitch and Discord, YouTube is the big elephant in the room. Why have I not been uploading here? Well, with content, I feel like I've been stuck in a corner in a rut for a while now. I made GTA Top Gear almost 5 years ago, when, well, the second season of GTA Top Gear, back when I was going through a difficult breakup. It was my first year at uni. I was in this new part of the world, and it was a lot. So I just dug myself a rut, and I threw everything at making this little machinima GTA motoring show. And boy, did that blow up! And it got the channel to almost where it is now. Then Gear Knobs came along, which I was even more proud of. And as of recently, I'm very happy with the Perfect Road Trip. And I want to move away from this. I don't want to be known as that GTA Top Gear guy. I want to be known as Tom, you know? I don't want to just be that guy. I want to be an individual, a creative individual at that, who makes content on YouTube, not just one particular thing. I love cars, and I love making real-life content. I love video games. And that's what I want to be known for. In terms of a channel rebrand or redesign, Christ, the last time I tried to do that, it went completely tits up. So, in terms of, you know, a redesign or a rename, I think I'm just going to name the channel to Tom, just to keep it simple. People still know that it's me, but having my full name is a bit odd, especially for a gaming channel. I don't know too many gaming channels that have their actual name. Yeah, so I'm just going to name it to Tom, just easier. You guys will know me as Tom Matthews, but it's just easier. But in terms of content, the big issue is in being in that rut, in being cornered to making these GTA machinimas. I've done Forza stuff in the past which has done well, and I want to make more of that. The issue is YouTube now, for some ridiculous reason, when you have a YouTube channel, which I'm guessing you do if you're watching this video, you can click onto your analytics, and you can see how well a video's been performing. And for someone who had, you know, a short-term, few months of success with GTA Top Gear, a lot of my content is compared to that, and at least that's how I see it. You know, these videos with hundreds of thousands of views, and it was brilliant. I had a blast making that. And now when I try to make creative stuff, which is different, it doesn't do as well. That's fine. That's just the algorithm being an arse. But what's worse is that YouTube now tells you your videos are doing bad. And I just think that's so stupid, just to have these competitive analytics. Like, I understand. Here's the thing, right? I said this in one of my previous takes trying to make this video. YouTube used to be a much simpler place where people would just upload stupid content and it would just do well. It would just be 10-second content sometimes to 3 minutes, where it could be someone playing a banjo and some cups in stop motion. Someone review it, like Ray William Johnson used to do 3-minute videos, and he was one of the biggest channels on YouTube. I miss when YouTube could be just simple content. And now you've got these huge juggernaut production companies churning out competitive, you know, industrial-sized level content that individuals like myself cannot make and compete with. And I feel like a very little fish in a big pond. And seeing these analytics constantly saying, your video's not doing very good, this is terrible, how dare you, what's the point? It's like working at a supermarket and stacking shelves, and then the boss just runs over and shouts into your ear, you've stacked 4 shelves? Jim over there, he stacked 10 in the same time as you. You're doing worse this week than you did last week. You stacked 10 shelves last week in the same time that you've done 5. You're awful. And Jesus, it doesn't help, man. That crap, I don't need that. I want to do YouTube for fun, and then all of a sudden it's saying that you're doing bad. It's like, oh well, I'm apparently having fun wrong. Am I? What makes me feel like I'm the problem, you know? And I'm not. I know I'm not. It's just, YouTube can be so great. Social media can be wonderful, but Jesus Christ. A word of advice for everyone listening: take a break from it once in a while, because it doesn't do you good. I've struggled this year, and because I've been staying inside so much, you know, because of lockdown, I'm finding myself constantly dragged into these things. I've taken time off Twitter because I'm finding myself so depressed with just general news. Thankfully, Orange Man is leaving the White House now, so that's a bit of a good sign. But it's just constantly reminded of how bad this virus is, and that this vaccine's coming out now, and then there's people who don't believe that it's going to work, so they're not going to take it, which means the virus will continue to spread. This year's been crap. And just to top it off, I mean, I don't know if this part's going to be in the video. Just, you know, a week or so ago, I lost my granddad, which sucks. So this virus is very much real. If you don't, you know, believe it, just get out, just unsubscribe. I don't need you here. But for those who have been supportive and actually believe in some form of sanity and sensibleness in the world, I will welcome you to this channel with open arms. So what's next for the channel? I've said this before. I've always said, oh, I'll go back to uploading 3 videos a week. I've lost my job. I don't have a job at the moment, so I'm looking for a new one. If you know anyone that's looking for an editor or someone to run some social media for them, I'll happily do it. But I want to make more content. I've been playing about with some stuff. I've got a webcam now, as I mentioned, so I want to do more webcam stuff. Streaming, if I do streaming, I want to keep it on YouTube. I want all my content to be in one place from now on. And if you see the channel name change from Tom Matthews to Tom, it's still me, guys. It's still the mentally broken, Top Gear obsessed, Grand Tour loving, wishing Jeremy Clarkson was my father, content creating Tom. It's not been an easy video to make this. I've struggled. It's a bit of a long one as well. But thank you. I guess that's how I want to end the video. In terms of content, I want to make more stuff. Christmas is coming up. And that's a great time for analytics, apparently, to boost up your content. I want to make more Forza Horizon Grand Tour stuff. I like that series. That's more gameplay-esque rather than cinematic stuff. Who knows? I'll still do cinematic stuff in the future, but I just want more originality from me. I just want to make stuff that I want to make. You know, towards the end of my last uploading schedule bulk, I was doing a Let's Play of Midnight Club, for God's sakes. I'm like, you guys may have enjoyed that, but that's just not me. Let's Plays aren't really me. I don't think. Maybe they are, but I haven't discovered it yet. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. If you are unsubscribing, or if you've gotten this far and you feel like, well, I'm going to leave now, you've helped me along the way, and I thank you for that. And if you are sticking around, if you are a long-time fan, if you've watched the video up until this point, thank you so much. I can only apologise. I feel as a content creator, you're put in the spotlight on a pedestal, you know, where people are just saying, dance, monkey, dance. And it gets a lot. It gets too much. I'm a small content creator, you know. So this makes me wonder how the other big guys are coping. Because you never know. It's just a face that people put on for a lot of online content. It's just a brave face. And I think this is just me saying, I don't want to put that brave face on anymore. I want you guys to know. I have bad days too. I struggle. And I wanted to open up about it. If you're still here, I'm grateful. I'm going to make new content. When that will be, I can't say. I don't know. A video a week I think would be nice, but then if I get back into a rut of a depressive state again, I don't know. But thank you very much for watching. This video is going to do terrible, and I'm going to get told my analytics are dreadful. And I'm sure my subscriber count will absolutely rocket when I upload this, which will be great. Yeah. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I wouldn't be where I am now without you guys. So thank you. What's for the future? I don't know. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the future. And until then, goodbye.